Hello, group number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing who is your next romantic partner, or just in general what's coming towards you in love next. Okay. Before I start the reading, I just want to say if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm gonna stop asking when I hit 10k. So after that, I'll stop asking you guys. So please subscribe. One more thing, I just launched a tarot course. So if you're interested, the link will be in the description. Check it out. Share it with someone who might also be interested. So yeah, let's start today's reading. Today I've decided to do it a bit differently. I'm starting out with your current energy first. So what energy you are in right now. Then we'll take a look at the sort of person you'll be attracting, or the energy of the person you'll be dating next. Then after that, how can you bridge the gap going from this current situation and being in a healthy relationship. So that's like more of the advice or guidance sort of a portion. So I've done it in 3 separate almost like spreads. So for your current energy, you got 3 of Wands, the Tower, and the King of Swords in reverse. So we have Mars energy here, Scorpio energy in general. I'm also getting some Ketu. So some of you could have South Node of the Moon conjunct Mars in maybe an air sign, because we have the air element here with the swords. What I'm seeing here could also be fire, because we do have wands as well. But the, what do you call it? The ladder makes me think of Ketu. It's one of the symbols for Ketu. So what I'm picking up here is I'm just getting this energy of wanting to move forward. So you're in this current energy where maybe there was a heartbreak or something happened in the past also with the Tower, like a major breakup or something that rattled you, or some difficult situation. By the way, I'm gonna lay out different scenarios, so whichever one you connect with, that's fine. That's your message. Ignore the rest, okay? So this is just energy, so people can watch and they'll be like, okay, yeah, I resonate with this. They can watch the rest of the reading. Okay, so first thing I'm seeing is you wanting to move forward, wanting some change in your life, and maybe some of you are actively dating. You're looking to meet someone new, or you're just naturally more open to the energy of love. Maybe earlier you were in a different energy, different zone. But what I'm seeing here is forward movement, wanting to change, wanting to change the situation. Tower is also about major change, or like a breakthrough almost. This can also be like a disaster, like I said, maybe a heartbreak or relationship didn't work out, something like this. So you're trying to move on from that, or build yourself after like a Tower moment, or leaving the past behind. If you resonate with any of these messages, also for some of you, maybe you're trying to be less logical in your relationships, or when you're looking for a partner, you want to go with your heart, and you want to go with someone that feels right instead of trying to go for something logical or being too analytical. We have King of Swords in reverse. He's the archetype for logical, being logical and practical. So maybe you're trying to go with your feelings, or just going with the flow, not having a plan, not being too rigid, and just embracing a change and following your intuition. That's what I'm getting overall. This is your current energy. You're actively looking to change things and to kind of be guided by the universe instead of having like a logical plan for everything. Definitely wanting to move forward in life. That's what I'm saying. Some of you, maybe you know someone and you're wanting to connect further, or some of you, if you're single, you're wanting to connect with new people. That's what I'm saying. So let's see what sort of person you're attracting. We have Emperor here, so masculine person. We have Vine. We have the Scar Reparies. I don't know how to pronounce that. We have Choices, giving me Rahu energy with the 4. We have Ketu, 7. So stars here. So see, we have Rahu Ketu, which itself talks about transformation. So transformation energy is strong with this pile. We have Size and Journey. Will this fit? I think it'll fit. And we have Mars. So not surprised Mars came out. We have a masculine energy theme going on so far. So you will be attracting someone who's very masculine, someone who could be extroverted. Also, we have wine, so this is social settings, celebrating, going out, having fun, that sort of a person. Someone who likes to travel also with journey, or someone, let's say, they've moved from a faraway city to your place, or some indication of distance here. Maybe person lives at a distance, so you connect through the internet, or a person has moved from a faraway city to yours, or a person travels a lot for their work. Something about distance or travel is there with the person, because Mars is also the significator of the third house, and third house is connected with short distance travel also. So I'm getting this energy of travel. Maybe you travel back and forth to meet this person, something like this, or maybe the person travels and travels back and forth to your city where you meet. Okay, so masculine energy is strong. Person could be a little maybe short tempered, or they could have very masculine energy in general. Also here we see the person throwing, like, what do you call it? I want to say javelin throw, it's something else. I know, maybe a spear or something you call that. And we have weapons here also, swords. So I get this energy of a person who's a little fiery, person who gets into arguments, person who's maybe short tempered, but they also kind of tame down very easily also. They get fired up, but they also simmer down easily. Person could also be someone who's good at cooking or into cooking. I'm getting that. Stars also makes me think of distance, because stars are far away from us. So definitely I'm picking some distance choices. This could be a person who has a lot of choices. They could come across as a very viable person or a very desirable person who seems like a person who can date anyone they want. So they could be very good looking, desirable, masculine, something about them which is very impressive. So you might feel like, oh, this person must have a lot of choices. This is what I'm getting here. See, we have again a ladder here again. So ladder is coming through. Some of you, I'm also getting this specific message, not for every single person, but someone you considered in the past, someone you dated or someone you had interactions with. Now there will be maybe a possibility or an opportunity to date that person. So earlier things couldn't kind of get into place, but now things are falling into place and you can date that person in the past that you were interested in. Specific message, or a person from the past. Okay, so let's move back to the message I was giving with the wine. I'm getting this sociable person, someone who likes to go out at night, possibly, because we have stars, so this is giving me nighttime energy as well. Here also I see a bit of darkness. And wine, I feel like maybe person is fond of wine or drinking, partying, having fun, going out. Size also made me think of a person who maybe rejects a lot of people, like a lot of people who get rejected by this person. So they could have a lot of options, or they could be they could even give you that player sort of a vibe, but person is interested, you could possibly date. I'm not gonna give you like a rundown of the relationship or whether you should date or not. This is the person you're attracting. If the person feels right to you, you should date them. That's what I'm getting. Or there could also be a bit of argument also that you might have with this person, or initially when you first meet, maybe there's a wrong impression, something like this maybe, or just there's this fiery nature where you argue also but you connect also. So frenemies sort of a vibe could be there. Or person could have a habit of getting into arguments with others. This could be you as well, or just in general, person could be a little fiery is what I'm getting. But they could have like a very enigmatic sort of a personality, very attractive, popular person, doing well in their career, settled, or something about them is very impressive, because we have the stars, we have the emperor. So definitely could even be talking about their career also is what I'm getting. Like a settled career, doing well in their career, something like this. Person has a lot of options and they could move around a lot. Person would be interesting and entertaining is what I'm getting. So this is the sort of person or the energy the person will have. Let's see what's the bridge. Okay, how can you bridge the gap? And let's say what is the guidance, what's the advice for you? So for that you got number 22. So see, it's repeating. Maybe the person's date of birth is 22. Your date of birth could be 22. Adds to a 4. We have 4 here. We have 4 here. This is also 4. So 4 is coming up again and again. Maybe it's important. This breaks down to 1. This breaks down to 7. Numbers could be significant, but 4 is coming up strongly. Maybe the person's date of birth adds up to 4, or they could be, or maybe you meet on a day that adds to 4, or your date of birth is 4, or Rahu could be very prominent. So with Rahu, I feel like maybe the person could be, like I said, could have that foreign element. They live far away from you, or they're unique, they're different, they're attractive, they could have beautiful eyes, and they're really great at conversation, they're really impressive. They can also, you can meet through the internet. Rahu is internet, meeting through like a dating app or something, and they will feel very different than the people that you've dated in the past. And unique thought process, something about them. Maybe the person don't date a lot, they could have a lot of options, but they never really commit. So that's one thing I'm getting also. So take the message as it resonates. Not every single message is for you. Okay, we have 22. This is yin and yang. Where do I keep this? Let's keep it here. Okay. So yin and yang. We have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. We have balance. Let's start with these 3 cards first. Oh, I almost dropped the other ones. Okay, maybe person is clumsy, but one thing I was really surprised by when I was pulling these cards, so this is, every single deck is different, okay, but one thing I noticed was here we have the yin and yang, so masculine and feminine. Here we have Libra, which is, we see the scale, so it's again about balancing. Here we see balance again, so balance is coming again, and the masculine and feminine energy is also coming again. So I find that very interesting. I feel like you would feel like a deep connection with this person. There could be this connection where you feel like, oh, we're so similar, we're the same person. You're the masculine version, I'm the feminine version, and vice versa. So strong feeling of wanting to date the person. This is also, I think, temperance, if I'm not wrong. And here it's obviously Libra energy, wanting to date, commitment, romance, all of that. And this is also fire and water. Like I said earlier, there could be a bit of argument, so that fiery sort of a temperament could be there, where you get into fights but you also make up. So that energy, very strong chemistry, sparks, attraction, that's what I'm getting with the person. Also naturally drawn towards one another, opposites attract, that sort of a feeling. So spark, chemistry, I'm getting that strongly. And also I'm getting this feeling of striking a balance. So all the 3 cards talk about balance. Here we have balance. This is about balancing your masculine and feminine energy. This is also about balance here. So I think the person will bring a perspective in your life. This is also about maybe balancing your own energy. Maybe you're too far off on the one side, where you're either too feminine, you don't show your interest, or you're too masculine, you're chasing after people. So bring yourself into balance. Balance your masculine and feminine side, and express your emotions, be vulnerable, but at the same time be proactive in your relationship. If you're interested in the person, show interest. Okay, then possibility of dating is high. You could definitely date this person. This is very positive card. And maybe when some planet transits into the sign of Libra, you'll meet the person. So I'm also getting timing here, or the person could have prominent Libra placements in their chart. But yeah, there will be a strong connection, and it would be reciprocated. That's what I'm getting. But be in balance. Also, if you start getting some, let's say the person shows interest in you, don't get carried away. Don't, lose yourself in your connection. Have your own identity. Also strike a balance. So that way you're just have like a mature sort of approach when dating this person. Even though the feelings are strong, still have your own standing, have your own identity. Okay, so that way you will come across as magnetic, instead of, let's say, if you become kind of like a pushover, or you give too much too quickly, and I don't know, just strike a balance in the relationship. Make sure that there's a fair back and forth between the two of you. That's what I'm getting. That's the advice here. Let's see, some more cards are pulled for you. We have Lion, Courage. Ask for what you want. See, so state your what do you call it, desires. You should be open about that, and maybe you can make the first move also if you're interested, because Lion is about taking the approach. Lion is also connected. It makes me think of the zodiac sign of Leo, which is connected to the house, 5th house of dating. So if you're interested, let them know. You don't have to say exactly like, hey, do you want to go out on a date? You can just show your interest somehow, and yeah, you can do that. Also state your desires, what are you looking for, all of that. So be transparent, don't be too reserved. Here we have bhang, addiction, and we have halal, poison. Both are speaking about maybe something to do with drinking. We also got wine. So for some of you who are battling some sort of addiction, maybe you need to work on that. Maybe that's creating a obstacle in your life. It's an important issue you need to take care of. Maybe your drinking habits or your eating habits, your health somehow could be affecting you, or this could be maybe an issue with your partner. So take that into account. You need to be careful whether the person's right for you or not. And this is also about sacrifice. So something you need to sacrifice, some changes you need to make in your own personality. Somehow there's something that you need to pay attention to. And also about any addiction that you have, need to work on that. This is like advice coming through. Take it only if it resonates. But let's say there could be a person in your friends group, or a person who, let's say, has a negative influence on you. You need to cut that person out. A negative habit maybe, or some addiction that you have, or you get too carried away when you drink. So maybe drink a little less. Something about your food habits could also be coming up here. Maybe health as well. So take charge of that. And maybe some sacrifice. So this could even be for some people who really like their independence. They have to sacrifice their independence for a connection. So this can be positive or negative. You just need to be mindful. What do you need to sacrifice in order to have a loving relationship in your life and to make things work with that person? Maybe you need to sacrifice your ego also somewhere. With Leo, it can represent the ego. Some of you could have Sun in Libra also, debilitated Sun. Okay, so think about this, meditate on this, and I hope this reading resonates with you. If you like my content, you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member, and I will link a bunch of things down below. Check it out if you want to support my work. You can also become a member. You can book a reading with me. You can buy certain things I've linked in my shop on Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi. So check those out. Thank you for watching, and please comment. Hello group number 2, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing who's your next romantic partner, or what are you attracting in your love life next. Okay, so the way I've decided to do the reading is, first I'll check into your energy, then we look into the energy of the person that you're attracting, so their personality and all of that, then finally how you can bridge the gap in order from the current situation, and then you have love in your life. Okay, so I've pulled some card for guidance also. This is like a new way of doing readings for me. Let me know if you like this, and yeah, maybe I'll do it more often this way. But yeah, I usually follow my intuition, so whatever feels right, that's what I do for the particular reading. But if you like this style, let me know. And if you have any other feedback, also leave it in the comments. I always read the comments. I try to reply as much as I can. Okay, so before I start the reading, I just want to say, if you watch my videos regularly, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm just looking to hit 10k, and after that I think I'll stop asking people to subscribe. So if you want to help me out, subscribe. And I've also recently launched a tarot course, so if you're interested, the link will be in the description. Check it out, and maybe you can share it also with someone who might be interested. So with that out of the way, let's start your reading. So your current energy is Hermit. This is Virgo. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse, and we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So one thing I'm seeing here, first of all, obviously you could be in the hermit mode, you've picked this card, so definitely talks about some introspection, maybe taking some time to yourself, maybe not actively looking for a relationship. Even though you've clicked on this video, you're interested, but maybe you're not making any moves in order to attract love into your life. We also have the card which we associate with movement, which are the knights. And swords is also the fastest moving, the card. Knight of Swords is the fastest moving court card, and it's in reverse. So there's no movement. You're not actively pursuing anyone, or you're not actively making any change, like moves towards anything, or trying to make some changes. You're kind of in the hermit mode. Some of you could be healing from something painful. 5 of Cups can talk about heartbreak, disappointment, can also be anxiety or fears somehow. Fear of disappointment, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection. Maybe you're interested in someone in particular and you are just not getting your needs met, and you feel like there's no potential here, so you're not even entertaining anyone else. Some of you, I'm putting out various scenarios, whichever one you connect with. That's your message. Not every single message is for you. You can watch the reading if you resonate with this part. Okay, then some of you could be nursing like a broken heart, or just wanting to do some healing. Also, just taking some time out. Maybe you're bored and you're not really interested in the people that you're meeting, so you're just taking some time off from dating, or if you got your feelings hurt, you're kind of nursing yourself, your feelings and all of that. So I'm getting this energy of just taking a break, taking things slow, and something in the past that's affecting you, you're working on that, working through that. And I also feel like you've kind of moved on from that situation, but you're just in a bit of like a lull, because the card is in reverse. So it's like you've kind of worked through it, you've moved on from that, and maybe there's not been a lot of action for a long time, where you've not really dated anyone, you've been single for a long time. That's also I'm getting here. So that's the current energy I'm getting. Let's see what sort of a person you're attracting. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Swords, so these two came out together. We have the Cat, the Moon, we have Whips. 11 also breaks down to 2, the number of Moon. And I love how in this deck they put a number 2 as Moon, even though I don't know how many people actually know that, but the number for in numerology, the number for Moon is 2. So maybe they knew that, that's why they did it like this. But yeah, the number is 2. We have Dog here. Wait, let's just keep it here. And we have Malady and Child. Also this card Saturn. Where should I keep it? Let's keep it here like this. So you got extra cards compared to pile number 1. So what I'm seeing here, the person that you'll be attracting could be older than you, could be more mature, very sensible, responsible sort of a person, maybe a workaholic also, very connected to their work, or work is very important to them. I'm also getting this sense that maybe it could be a person that you've had previous cycles with, previous interactions with, because Whips can talk about repetition. So someone from the past coming back. Also interesting, I just thought of this, but Saturn has come up, so I was just right now in the sky, Saturn is retrograde, which can also talk about past events. So something from the past coming up. So definitely pile number 2, maybe a person from your past, someone you've known, someone you know about, someone you're familiar with. Doesn't mean that it has to be an ex, or things didn't work out, it was bad. It can be someone that you knew in the past, or someone where things didn't really take off, that person is coming back, or a person that you are used to entertaining, because Whips is about repetition, also punishment somehow. So you punish yourself by going back to this person. So that energy could be coming through. We have heartbreak, also 3 of Swords. So again, it's up to you whether you want to entertain this person or not. maybe the person's coming back around, and this could also be a test, because sometimes when Saturn goes retrograde, Saturn tests us and just checks whether the person has learned the lesson or not. So if you've moved on, if you're not interested in this person, then just let them go. You don't have to attract that energy, right? But for some of you, this could be, it doesn't have to be negative. A person that you know might be coming back, or not coming back, but you're connecting with this person, someone from your past. Okay. And we have Ace of Pentacles, so opportunity to start again, or someone where maybe you were interested, they were interested, circumstance didn't align, logistically it didn't make sense. Now there is an opportunity to connect with this person. Okay. I'm also getting this energy that maybe this is not talking about something in the past. This could be talking about a pattern that you seem to repeat in your life. Okay, you've hurt, maybe you're heartbroken over something and you're in a negative space right now. Saturn can also talk about, even though that was your current energy, I'm getting so many messages about you in this spread, even though this is about the person you're attracting. So let me just get through this, then I'll go back to the person that you're attracting. Okay. So what I'm getting is, you're heartbroken, maybe there's something that's happened, or you're nursing a broken heart, and then you tend to repeat certain patterns. So this is an opportunity where you can start again, you can begin again. Moon can talk about fears also. Moon can talk about, here again, emotions that are being brought up right now. So I think this is something you can work through and test yourself in a way. Okay. Malady also makes me think of a broken heart, like, nursing something. But anyway, let's go back to who are you attracting. We have dog, we have a cat. Person could have a pet animal. Person could have a prominent, let's say they could have Saturn conjunct Ketu or Saturn conjunct Rahu. Maybe these two planets are somehow, shadowy planets are prominent in their chart. One thing I'm getting, with Saturn, the person could be in the service industry. They could be a doctor, some sort of like a healer maybe, or working in the medicine industry, working in hospitals, working in service industry. They could be a lawyer also, or like a pet animal, pet doctor, something like that, veterinarian, or maybe like a child, what do you call it, what's a doctor that's pediatrician, is it I don't know. But yeah, I'm seeing those things here. But person could also have, let's say maybe they're a divorcee and they have a child also from before. Not for every single person, obviously, but I'm just getting this energy of a person. It could be talking certain what do you call it, significations for their work, their family. That's what I'm getting. So I'm just going over the messages. Not every single message is for you. Take the one that resonates. Okay. Person could be slightly moody, or they could be someone who holds back the emotions. They're not the most vulnerable, not the most romantic person, but you see an opportunity here for growth, for longevity. So person seems like a stable person, someone you can rely upon, someone who's responsible, logical, dependable. That sort of a energy I'm getting. Mature person. They could be a hard worker, workaholic, like I said. They could be good with kids, and maybe for some of you, you meet them while you're sick, or the person's sick. Something about sickness also with malady, or they're taking care of someone in their family. That could be like a sign that I'm picking up here. But the person is loyal. With dog, it talks about loyalty. Or you could also meet through friends. Maybe your friend could set you up. With dog, this can talk about friendship also. And see here also, maybe person with glasses, or they could be a bit nerdy also. That's what I'm getting. Okay, just looking at the messages, if I'm missing something. So let's move on. Let's go to the guidance. So for that, you got All Tied Up, number 23. We have worked through your fears. Observe, number 12. The numbers could be significant. They could be a date of birth. They could be the day that you end up meeting on, something like this. So pay attention to the dates. We have Dolphin, playfulness, take time to play. Let's just move it like this. We'll talk about these two later. So what I'm seeing here, this is the way you bridge the gap from going to the current situation to attracting love in your life or having more love in your life. So for that, I was picking up this message here also with the moon, because moon can sometimes indicate fears. So maybe you got heartbroken in your past relationship and now you're scared of committing, or you're scared of going out. So, or like trusting someone new. There could be a trust issue. So you need to work through your fears. The opportunity will be there to date someone. Observe also makes me think of observe someone. Is the person dependable? Do the things that they say match their actions? And take a little bit of time before committing. One message I'm getting is just take a bit of time. Work through your fears, whatever fears that you had from the past. I am also getting this energy of all tied up. This is talking about your past, something from your past that you're stuck on. This can be a person, a situation, or let's say you're stuck with a person and you keep repeating a cycle. You need to get rid of that person, that influence in your life. Or this could be because you got heartbroken in the past, you're finding it hard to move on. So the situation is affecting you. The repercussions of the falling out is affecting you. You need to work on that. Let that go. Okay. Also, if this is a person, talking about a person, forgiving the person, because Scorpio energy can sometimes talk about where the feelings get stuck. It's fixed sign. The modality is fixed. So the person finds it hard to move on. So they've not forgiven the person. It's important you forgive the person, you forgive yourself, and you move on. Observe can also here talk about self-reflection. So reflect on what is stopping you from love. Maybe some of you are not aware of what's causing you like an issue in finding love, or becoming like a distraction, an obstacle in your life. We have dolphin, which can talk about playfulness. So connecting, I see a lot of heavy energy here, or like a difficult situation that you're dealing with, difficult emotions. So it's important to connect with the lighter things. Going for a person who makes you feel happy, or just connecting with your dolphin essence, where you also dolphins are, I think, connected to Shravana Nakshatra, which falls in one of the Saturn signs as well. So maybe you have that placement, maybe your person has that placement, maybe moon in Scorpio is also I'm getting. But anyway, this is about having fun, enjoying, being lighthearted, giving yourself some grace, allowing yourself to feel good, and not being like a masochist with the whips. It's like you keep punishing yourself. Forgive yourself, move on. You've learned your lesson, and it's time to embrace good energy. Feel good, be positive. Saturn can sometimes talk about pessimism. So it's important that you become a little more optimistic about your future, your love life, and connect with this fun energy. Okay? So take a little bit of time out, maybe go on a vacation, or go on some retreat, or get out of the hermit mode, connect with more people. Maybe spend a little bit more time with animals out in the nature, or your friends. Whatever that brings you happiness, that will be really fulfilling for you. Pile number 2. Finally, embrace a positive outlook. Seek solutions, not problems. Your current negative attitude may be contributing to further challenges in your life. Shifting towards a positive approach and focusing on finding solutions will prove beneficial. And I had not even read this, and I wasn't even looking over at the cards, but clearly with the dolphin I was getting this message of being more positive. Okay, there's being pessimistic, you attract pessimism, you attract negativity. And Saturn can also sometimes talk about, like I said, this was supposed to be your person, but I'm getting these messages for you, pile number 2. It's almost as if you can date anyone you want, you can have more options in dating, but what's stopping you is yourself. That's where the reading is more focused on you, pile number 2, instead of what person you're attracting. So it's about changing your outlook. That will help you attract more love into your life. Here we have embrace forgiveness and embrace positivity. So again, 2 messages about being more positive. And this is also again about forgiving the person in the past, and also forgiving yourself for making a mistake, trusting the wrong person. Sometimes when we trust the wrong person who breaks our heart, we start doubting ourselves. It's okay, we can make mistakes, we can trust the wrong person. We might not do it every single time. So just forgive yourself, allow yourself some grace. Learn the art of forgiveness to liberate yourself from energy blocks, fostering a positive and successful life. So see, you're creating some blockage in your life by being a little negative, holding on to things. So this is a very specific message, specific reading. I hope it finds a person who needs to hear this message, and I hope it helps you. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like my work, you want to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. Support the work. If you want to buy a talk from me, I will list my shop also. You can check out my tarot course and this talk I did on Jupiter. You can buy that to support the channel. You can become a member. Like I said, if you want to book a reading, I'll also link the commission section where you can book a reading with me. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello group number 3, welcome to your reading. Today we're doing who's your next romantic partner, and what sort of energy you're attracting, what's coming next in love. So that's the overall reading. The way I've decided to do the reading is a little different than my usual style of reading. So I'm first starting out with your current energy, then we'll look into the energy of the person that you're attracting, and then some guidance in how to kind of bridge the gap between your current situation and attracting love in your life, having a relationship in your life. Okay, so that would be more of the guidance portion. This is a new style of reading I'm doing, so let me know if you like this format. I might do more readings like this. Also, someone had just requested that please add like a guidance or advice to kind of finish off the reading. So I thought, okay, let me try something different, and you can also give your suggestions for the format of the readings. So leave your comments. I read all the comments. I try to reply to as many as I can. So yeah, leave your suggestions. Let me know what's your thought on today's reading. Also, I want to mention that I've launched a tarot course. So if anyone's interested, the link will be there in the description. You can also share it with someone who might be interested if you know. So yeah, and also please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'll stop asking once I hit 10k. Okay, so your current energy, we have the Queen of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So what I'm seeing here, also I'll throw out a bunch of scenarios. So take the message that connects with you, ignore the rest, and not every single message is for you. Okay, so here what I'm seeing is a person who's open to love, person who's looking for love. Hierophant is commitment. I'm also getting this energy of a person who's in two minds about something. There's a decision you need to make. We see 2 faces here. Also giving me Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra energy, because the symbol for that is a 2-faced man. I'm seeing that here. Also Vishakha is about the split, or like 2 things forked. And also it's a doorway. So Vishakha is also the doorway. So it's making me think of those nakshatras. But what I'm seeing here is this energy. Maybe someone is approaching you, maybe 2 people are interested in you, pile number 3, and you're like confused between the 2, or maybe you're confused in whether there's a particular person, should you date them or not. So there could be some decision or confusion that you're facing right now, or this could be the very energy that will be approaching you very soon. So maybe a decision is coming up. With Hierophant, this is definitely about commitment. So someone proposing to you, someone who's interested in you, or this could be your energy where you're actively looking to date. So maybe pursue people or being more open to love. We have the Queen of Cups. She's at the bottom of the ocean. So it just giving me this energy of wanting to be more vulnerable, wanting to connect with someone deeply. It's giving me that energy. So maybe pile number 3, you're now kind of sort of opening up to the idea of dating someone new. And also there's in this deck only, the Fool card has a mermaid on it. So we see mermaid here also. So Fool is about starting fresh, new energy. So I feel like pile number 3, you're looking for love. You want to connect with someone, and you're trying to be more vulnerable, being more open. Maybe you're manifesting something. There's someone you might also be interested in. Very different energy with the other 2 piles. Pile number 1, I don't even remember actually. And pile number 2 was the person was stuck kind of in the past. This is more future energy, maybe being interested in someone, having a decision to make. So these are some of the things I'm picking up here. Okay, so let's see what sort of a person you're attracting. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Star, Amor, this is beautiful, like Cupid striking you. You being interested in someone or someone is interested in you. I'm getting that message very strongly. We have lilies. This card has been coming up quite a bit in my readings recently. We have coffin, number 8, Scorpio energy, death, transformation. We have constancy. We have misfortune. This gives me tower energy. So more Scorpio, strong Scorpio energy. We have Leo. So you could be attracting a person with Leo placements, Scorpio placements. You could be attracting a masculine person because both the planets Sun and Mars are connected with masculinity, fiery sort of a person. There could be a lot of planets in the fire signs. Person could be very forward, or let's say very proactive, fiery. Person could be masculine. They could be very attractive, good looking, seductive sort of a person. Someone who is an attention grabber. Fiery also, maybe hot tempered, maybe a little ego, strong ego, doesn't have to be negative. Could have thin hair, could dress really nice. Some of the things I'm getting. Also, I was drawn towards the image on these two cards. We have like this almost like ruins here, buildings burning down. So this just, I don't know, random message came to me about when we go to like old monuments and stuff, usually we see some, broken pieces and stuff like that. So the architecture is not perfect. Things are kind of broken because with time there's some wear and tear. So maybe you could meet a person at a place where there's some sort of a building that is in ruins, or maybe you go to a monument, you meet at a historical place, something about history, old architecture. That's the energy I'm getting here. So you could meet there, or the person could have, let's say, a job where the building is like that, or some connection could be there. So I was getting this message with both the cards somehow. Okay, person maybe could be a firefighter, or like a job connected with fire somehow. They could work with the government also, or something with old and history. Old, there's a there's a history there, or like a old institution, some company that's been around for a long time, something like this, or working with the government. Some because the Leo is royal, regal energy. Before the government we had kings, now we have governments that rule us. So a person could work with someone important, someone famous also. Okay, they could be maybe something about protection I'm getting here, because we see the bow and arrow. We see a person here also with, I don't know what this thing is called, and here also person is protecting, with fire. They're trying to protect. So just maybe something to do with army, maybe protection, something like that. Anyway, let's talk about the person, who they are. So with coffin, this energy. Also, this tuna can makes me think of a cat. So maybe they have a cat or a pet animal. They could be fond of seafood, fish maybe. Okay, they could be someone who's into hunting maybe. So let's say they just go to hunt or fish in their free time, something like this could be there. Person could keep a beard. They could, something about facial hair or their hair could be attractive. They could, when you meet the person, they could be wearing something red also, or they look really nice in red. Just certain things that I'm picking up here. Okay, they could also be very good looking. Why? Because we have lilies here. Whenever I see something with flowers, I think of good looks. So that is something I'm seeing here. And lilies is also connected to regality, legacy, someone royal. So maybe they could come from an important family, or they could the job could be connected to something like a family business, or something in their lineage that they're following, moving for, like they're keeping the tradition going, something like this. Or they could belong to some royal family, or their surname could be royal. Something about this royal energy I'm picking up. Legacy, family being important, maybe lots of riches maybe, or someone with fame. They could work for someone who's very famous. With star, it's making me think of popular person, fame, like a strong name, family name. is what I'm getting. Okay, so many message I'm getting with this pile, but what I'm getting is person could be also romantic. With Leo, it's connected to 5th house energy, romantic sort of a person. Someone, if they're interested in, they will go up to that person and ask them out. That sort of energy. Amor is also, person could be interested in you. Either that's the case or you're interested in this person. There's one person who's interested for sure, and they might shoot their shot. Okay, person could be a little slow moving. This Knight of Pentacles energy is something that will take a little bit of time to fructify. Also, this energy of maybe person being a little protective, so they take a little bit of time to open up. Also, here we see the can opening. It's only midway, so it will take a little bit of time to open up or to kind of form a strong connection. Then also one person's interested right now, so it'll take a little bit of time till the other person becomes interested, that sort of a thing. Person could be a little protective, so they don't express everything very easily. They take their time to open up to the person. And Knight of Pentacles naturally is slow moving. Also a person who's dependable, responsible, mature, like a marriage material sort of a person. And also slow moving. This card is slow moving. That's why it'll develop slowly over time. This can also talk about maybe there's certain things you need to address, something you need to work on before you can commit to someone. Or I'm just getting this energy of maybe something you can work on, something they can work on, and things can come together. So it might take a bit of time. Also makes me, I never have noticed this before, but this is like sun in the back. I've never noticed this before. So sun energy is very strong with this person. They could be a leader, they could lead people, they could be famous, they could be a leader, they could be someone who has influence. Okay, and also like I said, there's potential here. So already you could be talking to someone, pile number 3, and you're just wondering whether you'll date this person or not. That's one energy. Second thing I'm picking up, maybe you're crushing on someone, pile number 3, or there is someone who's crushing on you and you'll date that person. Okay, so manifesting with the star. Someone's manifesting you, or you're manifesting someone, or there is already something going on and you're just feel like, okay, there's potential here, because it's halfway through, it's not completely opened, so there's still some time you need to take. Speaking of time, the next card is patience. Also, this is the guidance portion, so this is more so advice for you. Okay, we see white here also, we see white here also, and with the Hierophant, this was also a white dress. Hierophant can also sometimes talk about traditions, so old values, orthodox, again talking about family. Person could also be a teacher of some kind, or very connected to their family, their roots, could be religious also. Okay, strong opinions, principles. With patience, we see a clock here, so this is again talking about divine timing, working its magic. Also taking a bit of time, where out of the 3 piles today, maybe you are the one who's gonna have to wait slightly longer than the others in order to meet your partner. So it'll take a little bit of time to fructify. This is again talking about maybe you need to work on something, the other person needs to work on something, and then it's divine time to happen to bring you two together. This could also be the winter time when you get together with this person. So have a little bit of patience. Person could also have a personality where they're very patient, very kind, slow moving. We have adjustments are required, 3rd quarter moon. So this is the card I was remembering, that you need to make some changes. There's certain things you need to work on, certain things you need to fix. Okay, so what are those? Think about that. Do some self-reflection. We have take the lead. Number, I think this is the 3 of Wands, if I'm not wrong. So again, I said that the person could be romantic and they'll make the move, or either this is you getting that idea, okay, if I'm interested in this person, I'll make the move. So this could be advice for you if you connect with this energy of asking the person out. So take the lead, or talking about the person. They might be already interested in you. Depends, because there will be a bunch of people picking this pile. For one person, it's they're single, they're not interested in anyone else, and the person will approach them. For others, you have a crush and you're wanting to date that person, so shoot your shot. So take the message as it resonates depending on your situation. But yeah, this is again fiery energy. We have Fox, adaptability, adapt to the changes that are happening. Here it's talking about changes, here it's talking about adjustments. Here it's adaptability, here it's adjustment. So need to make some changes, and also things will happen slowly and steadily. Okay, let me move it here. Fox is also clever energy, so being very clever. Okay, using your brains, being a little cautious also. What are you sharing, what are you saying, being very particular, and building slowly. Take a few small steps, incremental steps, and make some changes also. Maybe you need to change your approach, I don't know, try something different. Have a bit of patience, let things happen. Okay, here we have mountains, find relaxation and resolution. So this is giving me this energy of maybe you need to take a break, take things slow and not rush things, and allow things to happen in their own sweet time. Also about letting go of any fears, or let's say if you feel like, okay, I have not found my partner, I'm not this and that, whatever you're dealing with, just relax, let go of that energy, surrender. Things will happen in their time. Don't rush yourself. Also take some time out to go on like a vacation or a retreat, something about just finding peace, doing some meditation. Okay, treating yourself. Here we have meditation. Speaking of meditation, I didn't even look at this card. Discover your true self. Let me read the meaning. Embrace solitude and engage in meditation, as it is key to gaining a deeper understanding of yourself and uncovering your true spiritual essence. Here it says, just as the mountains stand tall and steadfast, you are encouraged to find calmness and relaxation amidst the blockages and challenges you may be facing in life. So see, you're facing some challenges, you need to change your approach, make some adjustments. Also take some time out, enjoy yourself, and meditate on what you need to work on. I think there could be a little bit of lack of self-awareness, there could be a little bit of need to self-reflect, make some changes. Did you get Two of Wands? See, this is about getting organized, this is about making plans for the future. So sit somewhere quiet, meditate on things you need to work on, what's creating blockages in your life, what do you need to change. Okay, so think about that, plan for the future. Everything is tied in together beautifully in this particular reading. So I hope you found a message that helped you, pile number 3. I hope this resonates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want to support my work, you like my channel, you like the videos, please consider becoming a member. I'm going to link my shop also there. So my tarot course will be linked there. Also a video I did recently, not a video but an audio, Jupiter Talk. You can buy that to support the channel. Also I'm going to link a link where you can go and book a reading with me. Also my email address will be there, so if you have any questions you can write to me. Thank you for watching. Bye guys, have a good one.